Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and I'd like to introduce myself to you as a product junkie, and what I'd like to talk to you about today is something that a skincare and cosmetics routine that will not only save you time but will save you money, and we're also going to leave here with some free gifts today. And what I'd like to talk to you today is about products that you use every day in your home for skincare, cosmetics, even products that you use in cleaning your house. And when I say we're all going to save time, we're going to save some money. Who among us doesn't have enough time and doesn't have enough money? So I think that's something really important. And what I'd like to bring everyone's attention to is when I started thinking about products and skincare and things that I purchase every day and what I use around the home, and I was thinking about persuasive and something to sell, I was thinking, well, it's something that I want to be proud of, first of all, and something that I want to use for myself and want to use for my family. So to me, that's important, as I know it's important to everyone else, is something that is good for us. It's practical. It's going to meet our needs, meet our specific needs. And when I started looking at products in my home that I was persuaded to buy, I started finding a lot of stuff that I, usually threw away or didn't use. And, I was hoping there was something out there that would persuade me not to buy that product. If there was one certain line of products that maybe I could just, would be my fail safe, and I wouldn't be tempted to go outside the border and do all this impulse shopping, find it in one place. But when I started looking into that one place that I wanted to buy, I started thinking about what I wanted in a product, and I was looking for, okay, I like this product, but then I started to think about what I ran into are products that still use animal testing to test their ingredients. And what I found out about myself and about the products that I use is that that's something that's important to me. To me, it's important to know that the products that I use for myself and my family and my children have not been tested on animals, because we are all animal lovers, and I just think that it's important. And I was shocked to find out when I looked through my home to find products that I was persuaded through advertising to think that I needed, and most likely I didn't need, and they were mostly impulse buys. And if there was something that made me stop and think about these products, like, is this cruelty free, then I most likely would not have purchased that product. And one of them, Oil of Olay, it's a good product. Oil of Olay Regenerist. I used it, the whole bottle. It's probably about $30. It's expensive, but right there, if I had looked into the cruelty-free status of Oil of Olay, I would not have purchased this product, and I would have saved that money right there. And I would have found the same effects with the company, if not better, from a brand that already chooses to not test on animals. And that's what I'm asking you to do today, or trying to persuade you into, just before you're buying a product, is just to think about their cruelty-free status and before you make that purchase. And so that's what I am starting to do, and I just found that it is something that I'm going to hold the ethics of the companies that I'm purchasing from. I'm going to look into the ethics of that companies a little harder than I had in the past. And everyone has skincare needs and concerns, and it's easy to be persuaded to purchase products that offer solutions. And do these products really offer those solutions? Most likely, if they're testing on animals, they're using new ingredients. Companies that use all natural products, such as Avita, they do not test on animals. They use mostly ingredients that have already been approved, and they don't need to be tested on animals. So that's one way that companies can avoid animal testing, is to make that commitment, and also to make a commitment to use ingredients that have already been tested. And there's thousands of ingredients out there for skincare, health, beauty products, and household products that have already been tested that they can use, that they don't need to do further testing on animals. There's also alternatives to animal testing. Well, first I want to talk about what it means, animal testing. One thing that they do to test products on animals is they use a lot of rabbits. Rabbits are easier to handle. They aren't going to go after you. They're very mild-mannered, so they use a lot of rabbits, as well as mice and rats in skin testing experiments. And one of the experiments that they use is called a Dre's eye test, where they check for eye sensitivity to the chemical or the new ingredient that's being introduced into the product. And when I started looking into animal testing, I found the Dre's eye test and the photograph here. A little sad, of the rabbit that was used for testing, and I myself, after seeing the photograph, I looked a little harder at the products that I use, and I was thinking, I don't think was tested in that way, that had been tested in that way on animals, because, you know, I am an animal lover. My daughter's an animal lover, and I know she loves that little glittery eyeshadow and nail polish for fun to play with out there. But I don't think that if she were more well informed with, as a for me to purchase for her, I don't think that she would want to use it if she knew that it was tested on animals. And there are alternatives to animal testing. Human skin equivalent tests, Epiderm and Episkin, have been scientifically validated and accepted to completely replace animal tests for skin corrosion and irritation. And that information I found on www.hsl.org/issues/be-cruelty-free/blinded.rabbits.html. And you can also find a lot of information or a list of companies that are currently cruelty-free on www.leapingbunny.org. And I was also pleasantly surprised to see that there are a lot of products that I already use in my home that are cruelty-free, so I don't have to get rid of them. That made me very happy. There's one of them is Paul Mitchell. They are a cruelty-free company, and Avita has a long line of skincare, shampoos, makeups, a lot of all-natural products that are good for the skin, and actually they deliver results without using animal testing. So I'm asking you to choose products not tested on animals and brands that have concern for the environment, like Avita, Paul Mitchell. One of them that's very inexpensive that you widely found is Elf Cosmetics. You can find these at Target, Walmart, and, you know, lots of different places, the drugstore. And Elf is not tested on animals. They mimic a lot of the higher end cosmetics, and most of their products are $1 to $2 a piece. So that really saves you right there, and that's pretty good. And I also promised everybody some free gifts, so you'll be leaving here with some free gifts. And for the free gifts are advice, and the advice: find cruelty-free at leapingbunny.org or check labels. Shop cruelty-free cosmetics. And animal testing in the cosmetics industry is cruel and can easily be avoided. And how can that be avoided? By urging that company to seek out other ways besides animal testing, to use the human equivalent tests, or to simply use the thousands of ingredients that are already out there that have already been approved to avoid animal testing. Cosmetic brands that use animal testing should and can be avoided through consumer awareness. Other means of testing is available and widely used by reputable brands. And I thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy your free gifts. Thank you.